Hey guys, it's Jason Alexander, your local trusted real estate expert here in Kern County. And I'm with Chuck Reuter today at our property at 20136 Nob Hill. And what better way to check out this property than in a 1942 smart car? Let's go. So, how much property have you got here altogether?
We have 20 acres.
Okay. And all of it faces right towards Tehachapi, right from the top of this hill?
You see quite a bit from the top of the hill. You can see Cubbins Valley, Harness Valley and Springs, Bear Valley. You can see the valley floor of Tehachapi.
What are all these outlets on the side of the property as we make our way up the hill?
A lot of these are campsites. Some are unimproved, some are more developed. Okay, I've hosted in the past different organizations. Police Explorers, Boy Scouts, Young Marines, Civil Air Patrol.
What's the most people you've had up here at one time during an event?
Probably Police Explorers at about 200.
Okay, wow. What an event. And so where are we right now? Is this the top of the property?
This is almost the very top. We're right at about 5,000 feet elevation.
So Chuck, how long have you had the property?
We've had it roughly, I believe it's been about 14 years now.
And when you got it, it didn't have any of this on it, right?
It was totally unimproved. You literally could not walk on the property unless you were you'd have to move around on your hands and knees to get from any point. It was completely overgrown.
And so I guess a great question is, what drew you to this property? What drew you to Tehachapi in this particular area?
Well, we had lived in Tehachapi once before and decided that we wanted to come back and raise our kids here, which we did.
And then you guys put the manufactured home on the property, right?
Yes, we purchased the manufactured home in Taft.
The one thing that I love is just, you can feel right now how quiet it is. There's always that Tehachapi breeze through here.
Yes.
I think we're at 83 degrees right now, it feels like.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely really nice up here. Obviously the gorgeous view that you guys can all see. Well, why don't we go down to that shooting range, because I'm dying to see that, and I want to go check out this gold mine and dig a little deeper on this property.
We'll go take a look.
All right. This is cool, Chuck.
Thank you.
So, what made you decide to put a shooting range on your property?
Well, like a lot of the development after we put the house in, it was kind of an afterthought. A lot of my family enjoys shooting sports, and we decided to put the range in, and at that point my son joined Police Explorers, and from there led to hosting the Police Explorer events up here for a few years, and one of the events was shooting. So it adapted itself very well for that purpose. And
This is just, sorry to cut you out, this is just fantastic. When I came up here and I saw this, this is just fantastic. Where else do you see a shooting range on somebody's property than Tehachapi? And you can't have something like this really anywhere. Bakersfield, like we can't have anything like this, and that's the great thing about living in Tehachapi, is the space to be able to have something like this.
well, you'll often, believe it or not, come up here and find that there's deer standing down in the middle of the shooting range too.
Shoot.
So that's always fun. We have lots of deer up here. Some pigs. They normally are pretty nocturnal. We do have bear. This area backs up to the BLM land, and has not been tampered with very much, so there's still a lot of wildlife in this area.
Nice. Well, let's go. I want to keep checking out the property.
Let's go down.
So Chuck, where I see all the rocks and I've heard the stories, but where are we right now?
Okay, we're actually at the very bottom of the China Diggins mine. The mine was started in 1873 and they finished the hydraulic mining in 1933. They were mining for gold, basically.
And so that's what that plaque is that we passed, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And basically they hydraulicked using the water cannons and washed the west side of the hill. Actually, the hill was being developed as they eroded the ground, and the workers would take the tailings, the rocks washing down out of the ground, and throw it to this side. So they would work this side, retrieving the gold, running it through the flume, and stack it this side. You can also see some areas where in the 1800s they actually stacked the rock and made walls, and that was for the purpose of redirecting the water that was coming back on the workers. It was a high pressure stream, so they had to have a way of having a place to work.
Did they actually get gold out of this mine?
This was this one and the Pine Tree mine, which is a tunnel mine. This was the open placer mining, but these were the Pine Tree and the China Diggins were the two considered the high yield gold mines in Tehachapi.
But the majority of the gold, like the big nuggets, are still here, right?
The engineers that have spent some time down here with me have told me that very little of the actual gold was retrieved, that the process they used was
not as
very
advanced.
crude, and so they only got some of the material.
Interesting. Yeah, this is definitely a piece of history that is very unique, and it's very cool to just see all the different rocks up here. So I'm assuming you got a lot of folks knocking at your door trying to come get rock, huh?
I have had a lot of people decorate their yards with this rock, yes. This is primarily all granite, quartz and granite rock, which is what the miners were looking for. That was, they would normally be able to find gold in the veins of the quartz.
So Chuck, you invited us over and we've seen the shooting range, we've seen the gold mine, we've seen all the 20 acres, all the campsites, all the stories that you told us about, all the different events that you've had here. Let's touch on the house real quick. How big is the house?
It's a little over 2,400 square feet.
Okay, 3 bedroom, 2 bath?
3 bedroom, 2 bath.
Okay. And then we've got the additional area out in the garage, right?
Right. I've converted into a man cave with a extra section for a vehicle.
Nice. What year did you guys put that on the property? Do you remember?
It was early 2000.
Okay, but you guys have done, once again, everything on this property, right?
Yes, yes. It was
Nice.
done by us.
And so I love this area right here, you know, that we're just sitting on talking on, because as you can see this, I mean, you just got a great view here to be able to sit out here and soak up more of the Tehachapi area. What more could you ask for? I did notice this pad up here, so we can have was there a second home there, or can you have a second home there?
There was a park model trailer that this is where my mom would stay when she'd come visit, and it was plumbed with electricity, water, and a septic with a washout.
So it's got a septic, it's ready to go. So I could come up here and build a second home on this 20-acre property, right?
I would think so.
Very cool. Well, I genuinely appreciate your time, Chuck, and for everybody who's watching, thank you guys. And if you guys are interested in an amazing property with 20 acres, a newer manufactured home with 2 septic systems and all the amenities to offer this great area of Tehachapi, give us a call today. We'd love to talk to you further about something like this. Thank you, and you guys have a blessed day.